Very technical high school girl dies after being hit by a bus. The school community at Very Technical High School in Clarendon is mourning the tragic loss of first form student 11-year-old Mary Richards, who succumbed to injuries after being struck by a bus in Kempsell district in the parish yesterday. Reports from the Lynelton police are that about 4 p.m., the schoolgirl was crossing the road near her home when she was reportedly hit by a Toyota Hiace bus. She was rushed to hospital where she was pronounced dead. The school in a statement said another student was injured in a separate incident after she was hit by a taxi near the school gate. The third form student was taken to hospital for treatment. Investigations into Richard's death are ongoing. Former and alleged gunman killed in tussle at bar in St. Catherine. Police investigators are probing the death of a former and an alleged gunman in the Bellas Gate community in St. Catherine on Tuesday night. The form has been identified as 20-year-old Jemani Letts, also known as Zonko, of Coco Ridge, Bellas Gate, while the other man is Oden Jamison, otherwise called Margadog, also of Bellas Gate. Reports are that about 9:30 p.m., Letts was inside a bar in the community when Jamison entered the establishment and brandished a firearm. Patrons attempted to disarm him, and he was severely injured during the tussle. A bullet was also discharged from the weapon during the struggle, and Letts was hit. Both men were assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital where they died. The police reportedly seized a Beretta pistol affixed with a magazine containing 12 rounds of ammunition from the scene. Services restored across platforms, stated NCB. The National Commercial Bank's NCB is confirming that their services have been restored across platforms. Several people took to social media on Wednesday to complain that the bank's mobile application had been down since morning. The complaints were heightened given the inability to access their accounts on a payday. The bank later confirmed that its business and personal online banking platform as well as its mobile application were temporarily unavailable, but said it was working diligently to restore services as quickly as possible. Speaking to reporters in the afternoon, NTB confirmed that all services have since been restored. Fraser-Pryce move on future after Paris withdrawal. Jamaican sprint legend Shelly Fraser-Pryce is remaining tight-lipped about her future following the 2024 Paris Olympics. The 37-year-old in her final appearance at the Summer Games was unable to contend for a medal after withdrawing from the semi-finals of the women's 100-meter and not competing in the women's 4x100-meter event. However, during the Olympics, Fraser-Pryce clarified that it wasn't necessarily her final year in track and field, but that it was her final Olympic Games. At the Pocket Rocket Foundation Scholarship Awards presentation at the AC Hotel in Kingston on Wednesday, the multiple Olympic and world champion gold medalist said she couldn't provide any clarity on her future. "I cannot answer that question currently," she stated. Fraser-Pryce, though, says she has been grateful for the support she received from the public during a tough 2024 season. The Pocket Rocket Foundation awarded a record 20 scholarships to 20 high school student athletes, ranging from athletics, football, volleyball, netball, basketball, table tennis, and hockey. The foundation, chaired by Fraser-Pryce, has now awarded close to 100 scholarships in its 11-year history. Mitchell calls on NWA to address drainage issues amid Mandeville flooding. Several roads were flooded in Mandeville on Wednesday afternoon, resulted in traffic congestion amid heavy and persistent rains. Among the affected areas were Bonito Crescent, Neelage Road, the Carteret Road, and Nose Road. Mandeville Mayor Donovan Mitchell reiterated his call for the National Works Agency NWA to address the recurrent problem of flooding on some roads in Mandeville. He said private property owner had offered to facilitate drainage work on Newlands Road. "There is a pond there, but it is not soaking as fast as it should. I had met with the owner of the Phil's Hardware, and members of NWA and Phil's Hardware have decided to give the Works Agency some part of their land, that they would bring the water across their land through pipes. No further word have come from NWA," he claimed. He added that NWA should ensure that debris piled on the soft shoulder of the Winston Jones Highway be removed immediately. They should make sure that their officers go out and look at what is there before night to make sure that the debris is nowhere near the roadway just in case anything can happen. We might have accidents, he noted. JPS customers see an increase in bills due to electricity theft. Jamaica Public Service JPS customers have reportedly seen an increase in their bills since last year to cover electricity stolen from the grid. In response to queries from the opposition regarding customer bills, Energy Minister Darrell Vaz revealed that last year, the electricity stolen amounted to an alarming US $28.19 million. He said this figure accounts for a notable 17.91% of customers' monthly electricity expenses. The minister explained that the costs associated with these non-technical losses are recovered through energy and demand charges on customers' bill. The minister said the government is dedicated to tackling the issue despite it being a challenge.
In the documentation provided by the OUR, it was outlined that the Jamaican consumers bear the cost of both technical and non-technical losses of part of their electricity billing under the following components. 1. Technical losses. Consumers cover the extra fuel costs incurred due to technical losses through the fuel charge. B. The extra operational and maintenance expenses resulting from technical losses are included in the non-fuel portion of the bill. The cost of non-technical losses related to fuel is recovered through the fuel charge, which passes the fuel cost to the consumer adjusted for any change in the heat rate. Costs associated with non-technical losses are recouped through the energy and demand charges, which are adjusted annually based on JPS's performance in the previous year. 2023, the Jamaica Public Service experienced technical losses amounting to 7.67% and non-technical losses of 17.91%. In 2023, the dollar value of electricity stolen from the JPS distribution system was US $28,197,648, representing 19.82% of the total electricity distributed. The situation is based on the current license that the JPS has. They recover everything from the consumer. So the fact of the matter is, whether they have a very, very aggressive anti-theft program in place or not, it makes no difference to the bottom line. High on my agenda, it is not an easy fix based on the geographics and, of course, the culture that we have, but I look forward to working with you and all other stakeholders in finding a solution and a commitment from the government to find the resources, the fiscal resources that are going to be needed to tackle this in a comprehensive manner.
Agriculture production could surpass pre-berry levels in 6 to 18 months, says Green. Agriculture Minister Floyd Green says his ministry is anticipating that agricultural produce that took a beating from Hurricane Beryl will reach or surpass pre-hurricane levels within the next 6 to 18 months. He said efforts have already begun to bear fruit, with last week seeing the emergence of some local vegetable lines for some of the hard-hit areas. Green provided the update on the state of the agricultural sector during a ministerial statement in the House of Representatives, pointing out that the recovery efforts started 2 weeks after the hurricane hit Jamaica on July 3rd. Green highlighted that this was the quickest response of any government to a natural disaster of this magnitude. He said that to date, 630 hectares of land have been planted with essential crops including cabbage, tomato, lettuce, carrot, sweet pepper, cucumber, and watermelon. Having stood in fields that were once barren, seeing them now green and growing once again is a testament to the resilience of our farmers and the quick action of our teams. Through coordinated land preparation and the timely distribution of planting materials, we have given our farmers a fighting chance to rebuild their livelihoods, Green remarked. He told the House that his ministry has provided direct support to 14,370 farmers affected by the hurricane across the parishes of St. Elizabeth, Manchester, Clarendon, St. Catherine, Westmoreland, Trelawney, and St. Ann through the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA. The minister shared that over 10,000 packs of seeds have been delivered so far, with the focus being on cabbage, tomato, and sweet pepper, accounting for about 40% of what has already been distributed. Farmers have also been provided with watermelon, cauliflower, and cantaloupe seeds. Over 6,500 bags of fertilizers have already been distributed, again focusing on some of our hardest hit areas. Additionally, given the critical role of yams, cassava, hot pepper, and papayas in the local food supply, efforts were focused on the provision of land preparation support, distribution of fertilizer, and pesticides to aid the restoration effort, noted Green. He said he had spoken with the farmers who were unsure if they would ever be able to plant again, and now, thanks to the seedings, fertilizer, and technical support provided, they are back on their feet. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.